Hi everyone, my name is John. I am the Natural Living Category Manager for Lazy Acres Natural Markets. I have been with the company for about 8 years and I've been in the industry for more than 25. And June is Men's Health Month, and so we are offering some tidbits of advice. And today I'm going to discuss with you some of my favorite supplements for men over 50, which I am one. So with no further ado, I'm going to take you through what I think are the best things you can take. Number one deficiency in the country is vitamin D. If you watched my first video, you understand how important this is for the prostate, but it's loaded with other benefits. It's good for mood, it's good for bone health, it's good for inflammation and blood fats in the body. But the reason I want to talk about it today is how it relates to testosterone. Vitamin D has a seasonality. It typically peaks in the end of the summer and is at its lowest at the end of the winter, based on the sun that's available to our skin. Well, testosterone follows that same seasonality. And I believe you can take the seasonality straight out of it and have elevated testosterone all the time by taking vitamin D. I think the right dose is 5,000. But you need to be tested in order to get into the optimal blood range, and that's 50 to 65 nanograms per milliliter. That's what you should shoot for. The second most common nutritional deficiency in the country, and especially men over 50, omega-3s, omega-3 fatty acids. I prefer fish, although krill would be a good choice. There are veggie versions that use algae. I think most of the plant and seed oils are probably not a good idea, but you could take those as well. So fish oil will reduce inflammation. It helps with blood fats. It helps normalize your ratio of cholesterol. It helps lower triglycerides. It helps with your mood and brain and cognition, memory, focus, concentration, everything up here in the brain. Also a good idea. The next thing I'd like to discuss is magnesium. It is the third or fourth most common nutritional deficiency. So magnesium, the most profound effect with magnesium is how well you'll sleep. And everyone knows if you get a good night's sleep, you're going to feel better throughout the whole next day. But it also helps with building strong bones. It helps with blood pressure. And it can help you relax and feel better. This is a wonderful mineral, and again, commonly deficient. Look for 400 milligrams of any variety that you choose. And this one's hard to get from the diet, by the way. There are good sources like avocado and sesame seeds and sunflower seeds, but even those won't get you to the level you need for optimal health. Consider this. The next thing I would like to discuss are more sporty related. As men get older, typically after the age of 30, we start to have muscle wasting. We have regular muscle loss every decade after 30. It's called sarcopenia, and it is slightly inevitable, but we can put the brakes on it. There's a few things I'd like to discuss with you about that. And the first one is creatine monohydrate, probably the single most well-studied supplement on the shelf right now. There are hundreds of thousands of clinical trials on the efficacy and the safety of creatine monohydrate. It is inexpensive. It helps with the way our cells make energy. It helps recycle ADP back into ATP, your core energy molecule. And it does a bunch of other things too, like turning on the cellular protein building mechanisms that help you maintain and build new muscle. So I really like creatine a lot. It's also good for cognition and memory and even your blood fats as well. So interesting stuff. The next thing I'd like to discuss is protein. I've chosen two to talk about today. Whey protein is the gold standard. It is the most easily absorbed and utilized protein for humans. And it's the highest in branched chain. It's the highest in glutamine. When it comes to building muscle, branched chain and glutamine are vitally important, and this is loaded in those. And it doesn't bring a lot of flavor to the party, so it mixes well, it tastes good, easy to go. But my personal favorite is collagen, bone broth or collagen. Collagen will do a good job at helping you maintain and build muscle as well. But this also works on your connective tissue, your joints, which, as we get older, we typically have problems with our joints. It helps with hair, skin, and nails, and a lot of other functions inside the body. This is wonderful. Also very taste-free, very easy to mix. My personal favorite. And that is my Men's Health tip for supplements over 50. Thank you for listening, and tune in next week for more tidbits on Men's Health. Thank you.